release of our comrades. Our comrades are not kidnappers. Our comrades are not Fulani herdsmen. DSS is afraid to go into the forest and arrest kidnappers.
Yes, sir.
And they are quick to move against civil activists, civil rights activists who are expressing their fundamental rights. We are here today to demand the release.
Yes, sir.
It's an injustice. An injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. In Soweto,
In Africa.
in Africa.
Let's take you to the nation's capital, where the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it will arraign social media influencer Martin Ose, also known as Very Dark Man, on multiple charges of alleged financial crimes at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Very Dark Man was arrested by the DSS, EFCC and police in a joint operation on 2nd April in Area 3 Abuja. He is currently in the custody of the EFCC. The anti-corruption agency is currently seeking an order from a magistrate court to remand Mr. Ose pending his arraignment.
So this is the protest that is currently going on in Edo State over the illegal arrest of Kola Edokpayi, the leader of the Talakwa Parliament and an activist. They say the operatives of the Department of the State Service, DSS, have detained activist and leader of the Talakwa Parliament, Kola Edokpayi in BENIN City, Edo State. Report indicates that he was taken into custody on Saturday in connection with a proposed Pan-African Solidarity rally in support of Burkina Faso revolution leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. So, he's taken into custody because he shows support for revolutionary leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. So, that is the reason why he was taken into office. Also in Abuja, Very Dark Man, who I call the people's president, is also being taken into custody, not taken into custody, kidnapped into custody by the EFCC in Nigeria. And as we speak right now, the EFCC leader has not come out, because with such a person you have in your custody, you should come out on national TV and explain to Nigerians his offense. Not the one we are saying on television coming out that is being charged on multiple charges. No. With such a person you have in your caliber, that is the people's president, the president that the people know that you have in your custody. So you should come out on national TV to give a broadcasting statement concerning his offense. So that is the problem that we are having now in the country. One of the problems right now is that for a Nigerian in the person of VDM to be kidnapped in the manner in which he was kidnapped by security agents who are supposed to protect him in Nigeria, in his own country. So tell me, what example are you guys giving to foreign countries to hold Nigerians in their country in high esteem? If we Nigerians, we can humiliate our own citizens in the manner in which our security agent did to VDM, so what do you think foreigners will do to us in outside the country? If we can kidnap somebody in his own country in the manner in which the EFCC kidnapped Very Dark Man, what do you expect the foreigners to do to us who are in their foreign countries? What do you expect? And up to this time, no press statement has been released by the EFCC to tell Nigerians is offense. Up to this time. And under the law, it is a crime to detain somebody for more than 24 hours without stating his crime. It is a crime. How many of the leaders, like Yahya Bello, was blindfolded before taken into custody? Instead, he was even with convoy brought to the EFCC office, and on that same day, he was released. With convoy, with police guiding with the EFCC agent guiding him to the EFCC office. Therefore, a young man, the president of the youth, that is speaking out the truth to the power. You people, you find a way to blindfold him, beat him up, and you took him into custody. And GT Bank is even coming out to say they have nothing. It was taken outside their premises. Who gave out the location of VDM to the EFCC? Who gave that location out? If you people are not corporate in this kidnap, and the worst of it all is that even the leaders are not coming out to speak for Nigerians. A Nigerian must not be kidnapped in this manner. This is kidnapping. What kind of offense has he committed that you will have to blindfold him, beat him up before taking him into custody? What kind of offense? Was he condemned to death already? Was he condemned to die already for you to blindfold him? What is the difference between kidnappers now and EFCC in the manner in which they took this young man into custody? What is the difference? And now, talking about Kola Edokpayi that was also illegally abducted by DSS in BENIN City, Edo State, because of his support for an African leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore, who is doing so well for his people. So what are you guys trying to tell us? Are you guys trying to tell us that Africans no longer have freedom of speech? Are you guys not telling us that we have lost our voice to the corrupt politicians in the nation, in our countries, in our continent? Is it what you guys are telling us? Are you guys not telling us that we are now prisoners in our minds? We can no longer express our bitterness. Is it what you guys are telling us? How can somebody be taken into custody for showing support for another African leader who he thinks is doing well for his nation? Don't I have the right to choice? What is democracy if I do not have right to make my choice? What is democracy if I do not have right to make my own choice? What is democracy if I do not have right to express my displeasure? What is democracy if I do not have right to criticize? In fact, the bedrock of democracy is criticism. It's criticism. For any leader who wants to rule Nigeria well must be well open to criticism, because that is the only way you will know the areas in which you need to work on and develop on. Will everybody sing your praise? So this is a straight warning to the DSS and also to the EFCC. You guys should release hashtag free Kola Edokpayi and hashtag free very dark man, free VDM. Free VDM. Let him go. What have you done to the leaders that are stealing our money in billions and in trillions? What have you done? Yaya Bello is doing vacations with all the allegation of the money he stole. What have you done? With the alleged case that is on Soludo, that we heard that he is being probed by the EFCC. What have you done? So is it a young man that 100%, I can speak of his integrity, 100%, that you kidnap, you barricaded his face, kidnap him, beat him up, before taking into custody. I begin to imagine. Imagine if maybe VDM was actually caught in a very solitary environment where there is nobody, He was caught in that kind of environment. I believe we will not even know what is happening to VDM as we speak. I believe we will not even know. I believe you people can just take him and even fly him in the process without Nigeria getting to know what happened. Without Nigerians getting to know what happened. How can we continue to live in such a nation as this? The APC administration has even made the matters even worse. And the president is saying nothing about it. How can a Nigerian be kidnapped in this manner? How? What is the offense? Did he bite somebody? Did he do money laundering? Why will a Nigerian be humiliated like this? So if we Nigerians can do this to our own fellow citizens, what do you expect foreigners to do with us outside the nation? What do you expect? What respect do you want them to show to us if our own people can humiliate us, do us the way they want? Even our voice, they have taken our voice. We cannot speak anymore. We cannot speak anymore. Beating us, telling us not to cry. Please, hashtag release VDM. Free VDM. Hashtag free Kola Edokpayi, because they have the right to make their choice and they have the right to freedom of speech and expression. They have the right of freedom of speech and expression through whatever means, whether through social media or whatever means. It is their right. You cannot take their right from them. It is the right of VDM that after you kidnap him, that is you let him know his offense. It is his right. If not that the people began to cry out and say, where is VDM? I believe by now we will not even know where he is. And like I said, if maybe he was caught in a solitary place, I believe his story would have been a forgotten story. It would be, where is VDM? Where is VDM? And after some time, it's over. So, EFCC, DSS, free these people.